Welcome back to Get It or Gimmick. Today we're talking about AI hardware.
All right, welcome back to our favorite game or discussion here on Deaton Street. It's going to be a Friday staple until it doesn't work anymore and we change up the program and get something completely different.
Yep.
As I'm sure you're aware, we're now doing 3 videos a week because we keep changing it up.
Hey,
But
get that new format.
Exactly. I will say this, it's not Dustin's fault. It's not his fault. And there's only 2 of us. So that being said, welcome to Gimmick, Get It and Gimmick. This is where we take a look at something that's being marketed out there, something maybe a little new, and we have a discussion on whether we think that you should get it or we understand it. It can be either way there.
Yeah.
Or if we think that it in our opinion, it's a gimmick. And we say in our opinion for legal purposes so that we're not telling you that this is a lemon or it's a dud or, legally, it's just our opinion. So today we're talking about 2 AI assistants. So these are AI assistants that are hardware based. So this is not an AI assistant like ChatGPT. There's on a browser. This is an AI assistant that actually comes with a piece of tech.
Yep.
And I'm hoping desperately that Dustin has the name of the 2 AI assistants pulled up because I don't.
I do, or I do from memory. One of them is, well, I'm going to open it up just because, because I'm going to butcher it. Hold on.
Not only do we constantly change programming, we don't prep enough. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
This will all be edited out. You'll
So
never see this.
the first one, that I just pulled it up, is the Rabbit R1. It's an AI powered little gadget that is, I think they're marketing it to like replace your cell phone. And so it's an AI gadget. Do we want to, okay, first of all, do we want to just cover this one and then cover the next one, or we want to hit both of them?
Let's go ahead. So both of them, we'll put like pictures of them down here. Let's do both of them at the same time because I think they're kind of marketing the same way. So what's the second one?
The second one is, let me see, AI pin. That's how they're marketing it. It's a pin, like a lapel steel that goes on your, this one's kind of weird. The Humane AI pin.
So
we have a small square device that goes on your, shirt, jacket, whatever. Mm-hmm. And it's an AI assistant.
My first thought when I saw that being kind of a, audiophile guy, I was like, this look like Rode wireless go-tos.
Yeah, it looks like some lapel mics.
So the idea behind these is it's supposed to get you less connected to your phone.
Yes.
The Rabbit R1, I believe, needs a phone to operate, to tether to. So it's not a phone replacement. The other one, I'm not sure as much. I haven't seen as much about that. We did just watch a little video about it. But it's essentially voice activated, but you can also touch it. So here on Get It or Gimmick, we want to be honest and fair. So some of the things that excite me about this is small AI hardware would be cool.
Yeah.
I would argue against the companies that are calling these small.
Yeah. That makes sense. The pin is much smaller than the Rabbit for sure, but I don't know.
The Rabbit, from what we saw on the video that we just watched, it looks like it is wider than your average iPhone. And if something is wider than an average iPhone, you can't call it small. It might be shorter, but my pockets are, I only have so much room width-wise. So
yeah, it's more of a cube than a rectangle that your phone is. So
I don't think it's that. I don't think they're that small. One of the things that you scoffed at was the selling point was retro.
Dude, and it was just because it was just a video that we had watched, but the girl had described it as, oh, it's a cool little new device. It looks retro. There's nothing retro about this. I'm sorry. What?
They're seeing it right here. So I think that the thing that that looks retro is it kind of looks like a plasticky Game Boy, in my opinion.
No.
If they didn't spend enough time on the Game Boy, like a Game Boy Color, kind of.
No, absolutely not. I had a Game Boy Color.
Okay,
it does not look like that, dude. No. Some of the newer, there's a new Game Boy little handheld system that comes out. It's about that size. It's supposed to be like an emulator. Mm-hmm. I could see that.
You know what it kind of looks like? Etch-a-Sketches. Looks like a little AI Etch-a-Sketch.
It's got a little dial, you know. You can kind of, I'm going to move the point around and yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to think of other ways to be positive about, about these pieces of tech.
I get the idea behind these things. So it's supposed to keep you, you know, more disconnected from your phone, you know, and you can voice activated instead of doing like Siri or something or Google or whatever. You can just say, "Hey, whatever, tell me the weather today." And like, you don't have to worry about picking up your phone and doing that.
Is that revolutionary or is that something that's been out for 10 years?
It's probably been out for 10 years, for sure.
Sorry.
I get it.
You be good cop, I'll be bad cop.
My point is that I don't have to take my phone out and then press a button to activate or to say, and I'm not talking about like smart speakers around your house.
If you're not home, if you're not home.
Yeah. So,
but I think for the Rabbit, you have to have like tethers. It's like it Bluetooth tethers and uses your phone's Wi-Fi, I think.
Oh, see, I didn't know that. I've only seen it, you know, like the general idea of the deal. If that's the case, then that defeats the purpose. This is stupid. Thank you, Oliver.
Oliver agrees.
Oliver agrees. It's dumb. It does. Why would you want to market something to, you know, basically take the place of your phone if it has to be connected to your phone?
I think that I've seen some of the stuff that they're saying that the Rabbit AI can do, and that's taking smart assisting to that next level. Yeah. So instead of saying, "Hey, smart assistant, book a 10 o'clock appointment with Dustin on this whatever app," and being very, very specific, it's supposed to be able to do things like be intuitive. So, Hey, move my 10 to 11. Hey, smart assistant, let them know I'm going to be late. And you shouldn't have to say who them is, because it should know your calendar like a real assistant would. It should know who you're going to go have lunch or whatever with if it's in your calendar. And it should be able to then send out messages, I guess, to those people connected. Mm-hmm. So that's that next step. This is what their marketing is like. It's the next step. I haven't seen it do any of that stuff though.
Yeah.
And if it does that stuff, why isn't it an iPhone app?
I mean, you already have Siri that can do all of that.
Siri can't do intuitive.
Well, yeah, not intuitive stuff.
Shh, it's okay. Go back to sleep.
Yeah, I think the only thing that it has, that it theoretically has, now if it can do it properly or not, I don't know, against the other smart assistants, the intuitiveness. Mm-hmm. You know, if they're trying to push that, well then that's awesome, but I don't need another device in my pocket.
The other part of that too. So let's say that all of that intuitiveness stuff works. Okay. Mm-hmm. It's able to connect all those dots for you.
Yeah.
Do you want that? Like, think about like your actual life. And I'm not talking about the life that you envision where you live in downtown New York and you're constantly busy and you have 20 meetings a day. Like, think about your actual life. Mm-hmm. I'm talking to Dustin, but I'm also talking to you listening.
Yeah.
Do you need an assistant?
The amount of stuff that I forget on a day-to-day basis, I mean, it would be kind of nice, but also for me, I was talking to one of my other buddies, Hunter, about this today, actually. Not assistants, but, or no, I was actually talking to Dylan about it. I'm sorry. Systems in place at your workplace, blah, blah, blah. all of the details need to be there. Not, oh, well, they usually get this thing, and I just figured you knew about it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, of course, AI is supposed to be computing, like it's smarter than a human, so like they would know about it, but I don't need to rely on that. I guess you could. I don't know. It's weird.
I'd be worried too, because we change as people, you know, and intuition can only get AI so far. I will say our devices right now have intuition. It's kind of scary. On Saturday and Sunday mornings, I go to the same coffee shop every Saturday and Sunday. When I get into my car,
it tells you about the traffic.
Yeah, my maps say, hey, it should take you 9 minutes to get to this coffee shop.
Yeah. Or traffic's a little heavier. It should take you this much. Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't like it now. I feel, you know, I work in privacy as my day job. I feel like it's a little intrusive, and I would be very, very worried about handing over all of the data for my day-to-day life to Rabbit or whatever, because even if they fail as a company, selling data is incredibly easy in the United States. Now. Do what?
Said all of it's in the ether now.
And they're going to sell it to other companies, and that's the point, right? So part of the point is to figure out your habits and market to them, and make it to where you can't say no to things.
They need to figure out your rabbit habits. I'm sorry. I was stupid.
Basically, for me, you have to weigh the convenience. And I think for me, convenience here is like, to be honest with you, I need to do more of my own work. I don't need an AI assistant doing the work for me.
Yeah.
I need to call more people and make appointments. I need to network more. I need to talk to humans more, not less.
I need to write things in my calendar so that way I can remember to do things and not completely whiff at my job. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. At some point, like the more I sound like a boomer now, but the more we lean on this technology to kind of do everything for us, the less we're actually contributing, and the less meaningful life gets.
Yep.
You know, if I just wake up and I'm like, hey, Rabbit, make a perfect day for me in which I am incredibly productive and I make, you know, tons of money on the stock market. Yeah, cool. That'd be great for a week.
Yeah. Well, then it's like, what do you do while it's doing that?
Eat some chips.
I'm gonna lay in my bed all day.
Yeah.
You know.
I apologize to these two companies because they did kind of send us into a philosophical tangent. But I think that these are the conversations as a society we're going to have to start having.
Yeah.
Is how far do we really want to integrate AI into our lives? That's one part of it. The other part of it is, if I'm going to integrate AI into my life and I'm going to carry around something, it's still going to be this.
Yeah.
It will never. Look, here we go. This is going to be on the internet forever. So I love this because hopefully this gets memed when phones aren't a thing anymore. Right. We will never get rid of this.
Yeah.
Just like we never got rid of landlines. But this is going to be a thing forever. It might get smaller.
Hopefully we never get rid of faxing.
We will never get rid. Yeah.
I hate faxing. Anyway.
Do you fax?
No, but I deal with it at work. It's stupid. It's such a dinosaur freaking protocol. It's dumb. End rant.
At my last job, we had a fax machine, and we were basically just instructed to go it was right next to the shredder. It was like, if we got a fax,
email people.
Move. Yeah. Don't even email anymore. No. Don't talk to me, people. No.
Don't just stop.
So, long story short, these two AI hardware, or just AI hardware in general, get it or Gimmick?
I think they're cool devices. Very gimmicky though. Very, very gimmicky. Again, cool. Do I need it? No, absolutely not.
Couldn't agree with you more. We're gonna have a joint decision here. Gimmick, absolute Gimmick. We were laughing as we watched the video together because on the video we watched, they did a prompt to one of these AI hardware machines, and it took forever for it to respond.
It was like, what's the weather like today?
There was a little bit, it did also kind of feel weird to hear someone asking something what the weather was. Cause I was like, we've been doing that. We've been asking our phones what the weather is for 10 years.
Or what was it? She asked I'm trying to plan a birthday party or something.
She wanted to,
and it was like
a currency exchange or something.
Well, not even that. That was on the pin one. I'm talking about the rabbit. She was like trying to plan the perfect birthday party or something like that. And it gave the wildest suggestion, dude. Oh my God. It was like, take the person to a magical wonderland. Like, what do you mean?
Give everyone Bitcoin.
What? You gonna mine it too, rabbit?
Submit yourself to the AI overlord at the end of the party. It's like
rabbit. Great. AI hardware. Buy it.
It's so weird to be talking to or talking about the future of AI and all this other stuff in the same week that you and I are both geeking out about film cameras and getting film cameras.
Yes.
Let's go backwards, people.
Yeah, just regress, please.
All right, man. Well, this week, as you'll have seen, has been 3 different videos. We hope you like it. I don't know what next week's gonna be. Who's to say?
I don't either. I just go with the flow. I'm along for the ride, so hey,
if you let us know what you think, Get It or Gimmick. Are you going to pick one of these up? We didn't even say how much they were. I honestly don't know how much. I
don't know either. I didn't look that far. I couldn't get past the gimmicky part of it, so
Yeah, if you don't mind, go ahead and subscribe to Deaton Street. We're gonna have content like this coming out. So I think 3 days a week. I think might be 1 day a week. It'll at least be 1 day a week.
It's all an experiment. We're trying things out to see what works, what we like, what we don't like, what you guys like, what you guys don't like. So I mean, it's kind of up in the air for the most part.
In a way, we're kind of playing Get It or Gimmick with this channel.
Oh, there you go. Oh, wow.
But don't tell us what you think because that would hurt our feelings. Okay.
Yeah, please. We can't be a gimmick. Bye.